I think a good way to start this off is to recap our thoughts and predictions on what this episode is going to hold from last week's episode. Do you remember what we talked about last week at all?
I
mean, people liked it. I don't know why. People thought it was funny. I don't really know why.
Let me think. Last episode, there was a lot of
this show, not Euphoria. This show.
Oh, this show, right.
Yeah, of our show. Because people like that. So we have to, like, replicate that. Like, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on us to replicate.
For sure.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so basically what we said this week is, according to my notes, is we thought that, let's see, all I have written down is that we thought Jules was going to get a lobotomy this episode.
What kind of lobotomy was that?
It was, I don't have that written down, but it was definitely a very, like, experimental version of a lobotomy where some sort of liquid infiltrates her brain.
And what kind of liquid was that?
I don't know. Something cool.
Maybe perhaps was it
has
cool?
It's
no.
Okay, we can start. That's where I'm gonna put that. We're back in this. You guys are dragging us back. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, literally, it's both a blessing and a curse because I would be so sad if there was no guiding light of people saying that they like our videos. Because this season is just like there's nothing there anymore. It's a different show completely. Like, we've just gone completely off the rails.
Yeah. And watching it, we're sitting on the couch, eyes glazed over through pretty much all of it.
Eyes
it's
glazed
like,
over.
I used to be rage baited.
Mouth wide open.
And now I'm just like ready. I'm like, well, it can't get worse. This is the worst.
That's the truth. It cannot get worse. And you know what? We're sitting at a cool, even level of bad right now. You know what I mean? Where it's like it's already gotten as bad as it could get. And so now everything that gets thrown my way, I'm just like, yep. It's like a service job. You know what I mean?
Let it wash over me.
At the 5th hour of your service job, you're just like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
You know, yeah, it's also like that. Like, there's this trend I see quite a bit where it's like POV, you're 5 hours into your service job and everyone looks like this and it looks like a homunculus. And honestly, that's how the show feels. Like I'm watching it. It's like a Sydney Sweeney homunculus.
Yeah.
Cut to a Jacob Elordi homunculus.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think metaphorically they definitely are homunculuses. That's a great way of putting
the most exaggerated form of a version of these characters.
They're not the correct version. I think I was thinking about this today when I was formulating my ideas for how to talk about this new episode. I almost feel like this is like a skit show version of Euphoria where you just take kind of the actors, because it's not even really taking the characters. Like,
there are no characters. There's one character.
It's kind of a skit show that features the actors from Euphoria, not the characters, and puts them in weird, to say the least, and boring, to say the most, predicaments. Maybe I should have said it the other way around, but including turning into a giant monster and shoving your body parts through windows,
and being buried in the ground. We have a lot to talk about.
That was a very book ending. I wish we could cut it off there. See, if it was up to me, the conversation would be over right there. You know what I mean? It would be over right there. But unfortunately, this is the most successful thing that we've done. On YouTube, at least. And in life. But I don't know. But yeah,
so here we are, dwelling in our apartment. And all we do is talk about Euphoria. And here we are. We're back for more, unfortunately.
We're back for
more. By
more.
popular demand, we are here to discuss the new episode.
But you know what I do want to say, though?
What?
Is we actually did get a lot of support on the last episode, and that's great. You guys are so motivating. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, leaving good comments. They are very encouraging. Even the ones I didn't respond to, I read them. All of them are very encouraging. Yeah. Actually, thank you. That was great to see. But also, it's a double-edged sword because I have to stare this sick perversion of a show I once loved in its face and relive every episode in excruciating detail every week. So that's great. All right, let's get into it. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
Sweet.
Let's watch the Euphoria homunculus, please.
All right, here we go. TV
All right.
Bot, show us Euphoria season 3, episode 5.
I feel like Vanna White now.
God, this is such a minefield. Oh my God, I'm skipping through this and I'm just seeing constant inappropriate.
Oh, here. This is great. Oh.
YouTube no-nos. Oh my God. What am I supposed to show? I can't show any of this opening thing.
Now.
Oh,
no.
I hope you guys enjoy looking at me while we're trying to get through this.
There. Great.
So the thing is, she's doing like a bunch of OF activities.
Which involves this weird microphone with an ear thing.
Well, those are real. People actually have
I've never seen this
Really?
before.
You've never
in my
seen
life.
those? Why? How?
Because I don't use that website.
I know, but it's not only OF. Like, people
Is
use
it
those to, like...
ASMR?
Okay, hold on. I know I'm going to sound real defensive right now. But I'm going to get real defensive. But people actually use them to test out headphones and audio equipment also. Not just... Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, I've seen it actually there.
That's
but people do use it for actual, like, YouTube ASMR and
I
stuff
think
like
ASMR that'd be really cool to have just like a talk and do it like this.
Yeah, that'd be great. Do you want your microphone to look like that next week?
Yeah, next time we come back, it's gonna
What if we just put like that?
Talk to the ear.
We put it in like the middle of the table and we whispered our
Our
Euphoria
thoughts into it.
commentary into the microphone. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
This show fucking sucks. I literally hate it so much. I wish we didn't.
The show makes me feel so pissed off.
That's what she's whispering right now.
The show makes me want to kill myself. I hate it so much. The show, it makes me so mad. It makes me so angry.
Sam Levinson is blackmailing me, guys. Please help me. He's literally forcing me to do all these crazy nude scenes, and I need help.
I'm gonna eat into the mic too, like everyone in the comments wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely didn't make me feel angrier. I definitely didn't want to ape on you guys. But you know, the truth is, here's the truth. The real truth is that you guys are fucking losers. Like, you guys can just watch any other video. Like, I'm not gonna stop eating because, in fact, I actually brought something to eat. Oh yeah, you like that? Oh yeah. I actually brought something to eat just for you guys. I'm not even that hungry. I could wait to eat this, but you know what? This is a break. If you guys go crazy again in the comments, you know what's happening. Don't make me do it. This is a break. That's my emergency. That's my emergency rage bait right there. If you guys keep commenting, and let me tell you this, the only people that commented were weird guys with weird profile pictures. That was like a theme. It's just weird dudes with weird profile. It was just weird guys with weird profile pictures. So if you want to keep being funny, you know what the price is. You know what the price is. I also just want to give a shout out to the ladies because they are nothing but supportive. But for some reason, the weird, like, little dick guys that for some reason watch Euphoria videos on the internet, I don't even know why you would even make it to a Euphoria commentary video on the internet. These weird little dick guys with terrible profile pictures that they probably think are funny and have failed YouTube channels. Like, how the fuck are you going to tell me how to run a YouTube channel? I've been doing this shit for literally a month and I'm more successful than all the videos you posted in the last year. How are you going to talk to me like that? So if I was going to do ASMR, that's exactly how I would do it.
It's crazy that Sydney said all that. That was crazy.
That's
All
how
right.
I'd imagine. That's how I'd imagine she would do it.
All right, next
If that
up.
was her.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna not show.
So-
I'm gonna show me while I'm skipping through this first part, just so YouTube doesn't.
Oh,
Ding
yes.
it, ding it. Okay, so we get this montage. So she blows up, right? She's blowing up on OF, which this is exactly, honestly, this was very relatable to me because this is exactly how I felt when people started giving us subscribers and comments on both of our channels, which, by the way, we do have 2 channels. We have the 322 main channel where we talk about pop girls and stuff like that, which I'm 100% sure a lot of the people who watch this would be interested in. So please look at the 322. I'll put a link in it. That's our main channel. That's where real edited, effortful videos go. This is just our side podcast channel. But if you just want to watch this, I don't really care. But okay, anyways, back to the point. This is exactly how I feel as a mega successful, like a mega successful entrepreneur, billionaire YouTuber. This is exactly how I felt when I started to blow up a week ago. Or more like 3 days ago. This is exactly how I started to feel. Do you think?
You felt like you were on podcasts.
Yeah, I felt like I was like, they're asking my opinions and stuff, and I was like, yeah.
About politics.
It's like, yeah.
About the geopolitical state of the world.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, the Iran thing, crazy. She goes through all this, and says like there's like a line where she's like, men used to be in the fields, and now they're just like, or I don't know, men used to go to war.
No, she said what she said was
there's a lot of things.
She said men ask for a woman that can cook and clean, and suddenly it's like he's saying a racial slur, and it's like,
yeah,
whoa.
literally, it's like it's the same as saying the N-word. And it's like, you know what? I do agree where men they used to do hard things. They used to go to war and do all that. And now they complain in the YouTube comment section about someone eating into a microphone for 1 minute out of an hour-and-a-half long video. So I do actually kind of agree with her, even though I understand this is a fictional character. I did resonate with that. But
I also think it's very funny because this is exactly what happens when there's like these models that get like really big. They're on every single YouTube channel, and they're just like getting asked like, the craziest questions. Some of them have to do with like their actual jobs. Some of them are just literally like about like their political like views, and it's so crazy.
Well, yeah, and it's like almost like a fresh and fit kind of situation where they ask these like OF girls on there. And the interesting part too is I saw a YouTube short.
That's disgusting.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to. Sorry, I'm being like as like obnoxious as possible. I'm sorry. I saw a YouTube short where Barbie Ferreira, like, people were like hitting her up and being like, "Oh, is Trisha Paytas on the new season of Euphoria?" And she's like, "I don't know what goes on there. Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, you know,
how would she know? Are they
she's
close?
like, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, she's like, I don't know what happens on the set of Euphoria. No, she was being because they think that she like knows about what goes on behind the scenes of Euphoria, and she's like, I don't know what happens there. Like, I don't work there anymore.
I wouldn't. If I was her, I wouldn't ask. You know, like if I was in her shoes, I would kind of trust that it was going to take care of itself. You know what I'm saying?
Like fans were, or people were like DMing her, like randos.
Yeah.
Were DMing her.
I'm saying if I was Barbie Ferreira, I wouldn't even care.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care because I would trust that the trash was going to take itself out with this show. You know what I mean? Like, I would be like,
to be honest, I wouldn't have trusted. I wouldn't have trusted that, but people were like asking, like, is Trisha Paytas going to be on there? And I was like, that's who possibly thought that was like a realistic case scenario? And yeah, I was dead wrong. And I think Trisha Paytas is the one that she says what you just said about like if you ask women to cook and clean.
Yeah, and because Trisha's like, oh.
Trisha's like, oh, and I'm like, oh my girl, Trisha Paytas would totally co-sign some.
Oh my gosh, literally, that is
Trisha
exactly
Paytas has said
what I was thinking.
way wilder shit in her life. That is like average day. That's like the literal tamest thing that Trisha Paytas says. Not even a joke. It's like the most agreeable thing that Trisha Paytas would say. But
my favorite video of her is the one where she's like, do I identify as a trans man? 100% absolutely. Do I also still feel like the gender that I was assigned at birth? 100%, of course, yeah.
like
my favorite video of her.
Yo, like, bro, you cannot show this fictionalized version of Trisha Paytas to me. I was there in the frenemies trenches. You can't even.
Yeah.
You can't even. I'm not there in whatever she does now, trenches. Though. I have no idea what she's up to now, but yeah, whatever. But
you know how I knew Trisha Paytas actually?
How?
Sorry, this is a tangent.
It doesn't matter. It's more
the only way that I knew Trisha Paytas, because I wasn't on YouTube like that, like growing up or in high school or anything. I knew her from like the TikTok trend where she's like does the weird dance. It's like da, 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 da. Do you know what I'm talking about? She dresses.
No,
she does it like 100 times, and it's dressed up in different outfits. Everyone else who's like on TikTok will know what I'm talking about. But like, there's one where she's like the pharaoh, like she's just like a pharaoh doing it, or she's just dressed in all these crazy outfits. That is how I know. That's how I knew who Trisha Paytas was. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Fun fact.
It's cool stuff.
Sorry, guys. All right. Anyways, but I
like don't.
I was.
I'm gonna be. Oh, here's Trisha right here. I should have just like chilled. But to be honest, I don't like honestly have a huge problem with this, and I think this brings me to.
I liked the opening.
Yeah, I liked the opening, and I honestly think that I kind of want to save this for later, actually. So, guys, watch more of the video. if you want to hear my brilliant script writing brain, it will come out there. So let's keep looking. So they're just doing I'm gonna keep the camera on me. Sorry guys, I just don't know what's gonna show. So she's getting
good choice.
She's leveling up. She's looking at an enormous
collection of messages, direct messages.
Right, that's what I was gonna say.
Yes, requests.
That is exactly what I was gonna say. And then she starts doing this growing thing, which, to be honest, I think people like pin a lot of like fetishy stuff on the way that Sam writes. Like, I think like it gets very absurd and unrealistic. But growing woman that's like a real fetish.
But can we be honest for a second though? I think obviously like we're gonna get into it with this episode, but there are very obvious instances of Sam just revealing what it is that he's like into by the way he goes so hard into it.
Yeah.
But you guys will literally, and like I guess not you guys, but I see people on the internet who will be like, take the craziest, smallest detail and turn 100%. It into this is a fetish that Sam 100%. Propagates.
And there are so many fetishes, like literally what you just said. There's so many like things that he is into that I think are very blatantly on display. Not to even psychoanalyze, and it might not be him. I'm gonna be more fair and say it might not be him. It might be somebody else on the team. Because there is one person that I think is weirdly sexualized very heavily for no reason. Because sometimes there can be reason for sexualization.
Cassie's character is built around the idea.
That is a reason for sexualization. Do I think like the narrative is the most like developed, watertight, justified narrative, like interesting, intriguing narrative of all time? No, obviously not. I don't think that. But there's at least a reason. There's a reason, you know what I mean? And it honestly is a better reason than a lot of these characters do have in this show to do whatever the fuck they do.
Yeah, which is why she's still the most interesting character.
Which is why she's still the most interesting character. But there is another character in here that is legitimately sexualized for, in my opinion, really no reason, and honestly completely ruins her character in these episodes, or these most recent episodes. Not in like prior seasons, obviously, because I can separate, like those events from what happened in this.
We have canon, and now we have the non-canon.
Right, and now we have this. Now we have this. Because that's what I was going to say, too. If we went from, like, imagine you've never seen Euphoria, and you're watching it all the way through, and season 3 is, like, all the way out. Like, obviously, we don't know what's going to happen, but from this point, we kind of get a more than substantial taste of what the rest of the show is going to be like. If you went from season 2 to this season, you'd be like, I'm not even watching the same show. And it's not even like, obviously quality-wise, I think quality-wise, it's an
huge
irreparable
huge leap.
I don't even know if that's a real word, but it's a huge dip. But even on top of that, these characters just do not resemble anywhere near what these characters resembled in season 2. And there is legitimately no stakes in this, and we'll get into that later in this episode. God, this is going to be a long one. Holy shit. For a really just all over the place episode that really doesn't have a central focus, this is just going to be a lot to... And that might make it be even more meandering. You guys are probably going to want to unsubscribe after this. Like, this is going to be, like, so meandering. Whew, I might need to get a charger, actually, really quick. The more I think about it, like, it's actually stressing me out. I'm going to go get a charger here. You can talk about something. I'll be right back.
Okay. Folks, no one cares. This might end up getting cut, but I have to tell you, when she was like growing big, like in this part, I was... What? You got a boner? No. My first thought was how many people were going to say that this was inflation, you know what? And I was like waiting for it, and instantly when I opened my phone this morning, there it was. It was instantly up. But honestly, my first thought was like, was kind of like, this is so stupid. But my first thought was, oh my gosh, this is just like the anti-hero music video, because like, there's like the Taylor Swift that's like little, and then there's the big Taylor Swift. But then basically, once she was like topless and and shoving her chest into a window. I was like, okay, never mind. This isn't really like the Taylor Swift music video at all. So I take it back. I don't remember that part of Anti-Hero, but maybe it just got cut.
Someone in the comments is probably gonna like that.
I think it's based off of a movie though, right? It's like I can't think of what that movie's called.
Well, that's where like the whole like thing came from, because it is like I think it's a pretty developed like it's very, I don't know, it's like a DeviantArt type like fetish. I feel like the giant woman, but there was someone in Justice League or whatever who could grow really big. Oh my God! Shut the fuck up. Sorry, the charging thing just played a million times. All right, thanks for holding it down while I got a charger. Here. Let's keep. Do you want to keep watching?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep it on me just because this is real nasty.
This is the dicey scene. I'm gonna be honest, guys.
Yeah.
The scene where she is topless, like I was just
like
describing.
Just scrub through this. Sorry.
That scene where it's like completely like her chest like blown up like in like this business like office.
Yeah.
That is seriously the most graphic like weird scene ever.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating because I actually liked this intro, and I like, even though this is like totally
I thought it was
weird,
pretty fun. Yeah, I thought it was actually
even though this is obviously weird, and I just thought it was like, you know what? It's okay to be like a little like unserious, obviously. Like the whole show right now is unserious. So like who cares? Like this isn't anything worse.
Yeah.
But when that happened, I was really out. I was like, oh, come on. I was like, that is so like, honestly, just way too, that's like honestly one of the very few times I ever feel like it's too far. Yeah. Like that is like way too far, I feel like.
Well, it's just like, why? I mean, to be honest, if it was happening with,
we already get it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
We've gone through like this opening 10 minutes is completely about her being like a model and how she's like changing as a person because of it. Yeah. And also about like that weird relationship between the people who watch her content and then her as she's making the content. And it's like, we did not need that representation. It was very established through the actual plot. And then this was just like way too far. But this is really cool, by the way. This is a really cool title. This is a good
cold open, yeah.
But anyways, that was disturbing,
cold opening shot.
I was not happy with that.
In the grand scheme of this show, I would say this sequence, not particularly like the giant woman sequence.
Yeah. Yeah, if we exclude that part, I think this is a
great is cool, but like I agree where I think
it was
a lot of attributes. A lot of attributes of the show really, or of this season, I mean, they really harp on these really gross out humor bits, which I just don't feel like are very in line with Euphoria.
Not at all.
To be honest with you,
I can't think of any like.
There
really
are like
gross
I
things.
think like the only gross like thing is like just showing like a really big dick. You know what I mean? Like the toilet thing in season 2 where the guy sits on the toilet and he has like a really big dick.
But that's not even gross because it's just like.
Yeah, but that's like the most like, but it's like treated as like this gross.
It's very it's very gag humor, you know, like.
But there are like a lot of times in the show where like animals are shitting, or like there's like even in this episode there's cleaning up animal shit, and like there's like I think like the big breast thing crashing through the window. I just don't really feel like that kind of humor is really in line with the show for me. And you could say I'm wrong.
And that also extends, by the way, to like the removal of toes. You know, that is disgusting. And they're like going so into it.
I actually think so too, because they treat it more as a joke as opposed to, especially in this episode, they treat it more as a joke as opposed to a serious consequence or looming threat. You know,
and I just think that comes with like him trying to adopt this like Western like storytelling
or more like, raunchy or like American, like obviously like I think like I mean we say it every time, but it's like very and like just similar to Quentin Tarantino type stuff where there are these kind of gross out jokes, but I feel like they go over a little better because sometimes they're executed in very cool ways. Like the one that I'm thinking of in terms of like mutilation is like when the girl in Kill Bill Volume 1 gets her like head cut open and then her head slides off and there's the brain inside.
Well, the difference
like, that's cool.
You're watching an action.
It's an action thing too. Yeah, you're right.
It's about like a physical, like it's about like a very physical, like violent thing. Like that's the whole point of the plot. And Euphoria was never like that. Like yes, there was violence. Like when Nate Jacobs shows up to that one guy's house and he just beats him like continually.
Yeah, but
that's
that
not
is really
gross.
that's very full,
and it's taken very seriously.
That's very suspenseful and
and it's treated like he's a violent person, and we're getting stakes. Like those are setting stakes, and then with this stuff, you're just like, ew, like it's gross, and it's also not like it's also really not funny. Like the only parts that are like funny on purpose and like succeed are the scenes with Cassie. Those scenes are genuinely funny because for some reason Sydney Sweeney can play this character like seriously well.
Yeah.
And well, everyone's saying that the reason she plays it well, especially because of the podcasting scenes, is because like she's just being herself.
Yeah, and see that is something that I thought about.
You know, I don't even think so. I'm gonna say like I don't really agree with that. Like she might be conservative,
but the thing is, but okay, but here's the thing. The thing about it is there's the huge controversy she had with my jeans are blue. You know, with that whole situation.
Yeah.
And like that was obviously more of a controversy where she was more painted conservatively and having more conservative leanings. And in this one, she's making fun of more kind of liberalism, or she's taking more of like
they're like, are you a Democrat? She's like, no, I'm not, you know.
And like saying that like women being traditional is like, you know, equivalent to like racial slurs, you know what I mean? It's like more aligning herself with a parody of like liberalism. And the thing about that is I just don't know if that's a great look, because I will praise her for I think like honestly how she performs in this season, especially as opposed to a lot of her castmates. But I just don't know if it's the best look to have this wide scale controversy and then immediately approach it by parodying the other side of the argument. Like it, you know, even removing ideologically like what that signifies.
Yeah.
Even just in terms of copium, it's kind of like petty. You know what I mean? Like because we can remove ideals, because we can argue all day about the ideals of, you know, what goes into that or how intentional they were even. It might not even be intentional. I don't really know. Maybe this was shot before that. Like, I really don't know. And I think it was undeniably written before that. But maybe, like, that was added on later. But I don't know. It just doesn't look... I think in editing, maybe that could have been accounted for and maybe just taken out. Because it does kind of pull you out and be like, that doesn't look, like, super good in terms of, like, her recent history. You know what I mean? And not just her recent history, but what she's kind of known for right now, other than Euphoria. You know what I mean? Because all of her other movies, let's be real. And White Lotus was a long time ago. The season that she was in, I mean. So let's get real right now.
Yeah. But what I was saying is like, not talking about her politics, but if you're, because people are like, you know, she's just playing herself. I completely actually disagree with that, because if you had said that about her earlier like episodes, not maybe seasons, but in earlier episodes, I might have agreed with you, because whenever I see her outside of anything, she's very monotone and she's very just like kind of like dreary. But like her
and that
character,
attribute of how she acts in real life, honestly, I was like, she's not that good of an actress. But then I watched season 2 again. I'm like, she's awesome. Like,
but
she's
also
a great
like
actress.
in this season, she's anything but that. She's extremely like expressive and over the top. And so it's like, I know that people are more so making a joke about her politics, which obviously she has all but said she's, you know, a conservative or whatever. Yeah. But in the context of just this like show, this episode, I think she's not acting as herself. I think she really is playing the character. And I think she's doing an incredible job.
Yeah, and that's a totally fair assessment. Yeah.
Outside of, I don't know what she does in her personal life, but I don't really care. I'm just talking about this. That's not the Mac I'm here to talk about today.
Yeah, for sure. That's a fair assessment too, honestly. And and you can definitely just remove her work.
I'm sure she's the worst outside of this show. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure she is the worst.
I just know that she ran this incredibly
horrid tone deaf
ad.
Are you serious?
And usually I don't care, but I'm like, ooh, that looked. And
honestly,
then the way she doubled down, I was like,
the doubling down was way worse. When she was like,
when I have something I want to talk about, I say it.
And I was like, okay, girl, come on.
Sucks. Yeah, you kind of
come
suck.
on.
That was pretty bad, especially because it's just like, it's not even like
it wasn't
minuscule. The thing about it is, it's not like even like a minuscule social issue where you're like, hey, or like even like a foreign policy issue.
No.
You know what I mean? Where people are like getting pestered to talk about like, Iran and Gaza and all that. And it's like, it wasn't even like a thing like that where she could be like, hey, I don't really, like, her saying that in the midst of that would be like, hey, I don't really know that much about it. I'm not the best to articulate what this situation is about, so I'm not gonna. And that's totally fair. But people were accusing her of, like,
eugenics ads.
And so the least she could say, maybe she didn't understand that, but I feel like she probably did. Yeah, I feel like she probably did. But people could have just been like, she could have just been like, hey, yeah, I obviously am not.
I'm not that. You know,
I don't love eugenics.
I was just making it, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Just crazy that they tried to give her that chance to clarify. She's like,
and she just completely shit the bed in the most, like,
horrid way possible.
Unrealistic way. Like, it is unbelievable that she shit the bed that hard in terms of that. But you know what? Let's forget about it.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about
her.
Let's talk about entertainment.
Let's not talk about serious things. We're here to talk about Euphoria, which is anything but serious. Because this show, well, I guess it seriously sucks. Right. But let's keep going.
Seriously sucks my balls.
Oh no, I can't. Any scene that doesn't have Cassie in it is just so unbearable.
And that's the thing about this is they put so much weight on that girl's shoulders. Like, every scene that she is in is like the only watchable scene. All this shit is dreadfully boring.
Literally.
Like, if you can't see on the screen right now, or you're an audio listener, which, by the way, if you're an audio listener, shout out, we love you.
The scene sucks so bad.
Right.
I literally hate the scene because we get this moment where Alamo puts on pants that are too small, they're too short, and then he goes off on this whole tangent about, do you think that's what I am? You think I'm a small man? I'm not a small man. That's what you think of me? And he's threatening to kill this guy over it. And I get that the whole point is that Alamo's like very fragile when it comes to that stuff. Like,
I don't know, but
they show that with
the pig. Ever developed?
Well, they show that with the pig. He gets called a pig, and he's hooked at so seriously. Yeah, and he was it was like he was so upset about that.
It's so stupid though, because it's like okay, we have this villain who's like cool and conniving, and he's like flips out at this literally
the
nothing,
smallest inconvenience,
the smallest thing,
and it's not in an entertaining way, because genuinely, I think this guy is interesting. Excuse me. I'm like choking. I don't know. I think he's interesting to watch.
Yeah.
But when he starts,
sometimes he isn't, and sometimes they're like, we don't care about riding today.
But when he starts to do his screaming, like yell acting, done.
He's like,
unserious.
You think I'm a pig, motherfucker?
It's unserious.
Yeah,
it's like, so unserious.
And it's like, it just feels like they gave up, and it's like,
it feels like a gag.
Yeah,
like,
and there is a scene that is way more egregious that kind of is like just completely in line with that is coming up later. So yeah, we can just get through this. But this scene is just like dreadfully, like, I literally don't know what the point is. Like, that Almo's dangerous. Yeah, we know. The only thing is, like, it's almost making him less dangerous because he just flips out at just bullshit. He just is like, I want to kill you because you made my pants small. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, I'm sorry.
And also, that's not an interesting, like, character
Also, where is the scene going? This just feels like a fucking, like, amoeba, just, like, blob. Like, there's no tension in it. It just feels like I'm just crystallized, like...
It's floating.
Yeah, I'm just like... That's how much the drama is making... I don't know if that made any sense, but, like, this whole scene, I'm just like...
An amoeba. And the best part is that we're trying to develop that Alamo's super dangerous. And... Rue, who is obviously betraying him by being in line with the cops, she is sweating bullets in every scene that she's in. She's just profusely sweating. She's so nervous. She can't keep it in. And that is in line with Rue's character. Rue is very not cool, not chill. She cracks under zero pressure. That makes sense. But
she can lock him, but she's generally not.
But it's so excessive. It's so excessive. And every single scene when she does it, I'm like, stop, like, writing her off like this. This is not good. It shows nothing. It doesn't show me anything new about her. It doesn't move the plot along. And then when we get into this...
And the thing is, there's not tension in it because it's just like, in the scenes where she thinks she's going to get caught, she's not doing something suspicious.
She's just sitting there, and then she's like, me? Talking to the cops? It's like,
great. You're not doing anything to get caught. Like, that's not making me feel any tension. And it's just a bunch of scenes like this where other people...
And they won't stop writing Alamo to already, like, have this sense of betrayal over nothing. And it's making me so mad because it's literally just like a cartoon. If they were being serious...
that's a really good point, actually, because he is willing to murder over literally nothing. So I'm like, okay, where's the tension?
Because she could just die for nothing.
She could die for nothing.
Not to mention, he, in this scene, literally keeps saying,
Oh, so many times. He says the words like, you guys are Judases, or everyone's Judas.
Yeah, motherfucking
and
Judas.
I could not. When he started going in on that, I was so annoyed and I was so mad because I was like, stop trying to remind me that
but it's
he's
like, why would he say that? Like, his
that's
pants
what
fitting,
I'm saying.
that's not even real.
It's
even
not a betrayal.
In a heightened reality character, why would he say that his pants not fitting the right way is a Judas behavior?
Wouldn't he just say, you're incompetent and I'm pissed at you for
just
bringing me
I
the
pay
wrong
you
thing.
way too much to give me fucked up pants.
And I need them now.
That's not Judas. Why is that Judas to give you the bad pants?
Like, Judas is like ultimate betrayal.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to just go microscopic betrayal, that's not betrayal at all. There's no way to interpret it that way besides the fact that they force this plot where he's like, you think I'm small, and it's like, I'm sure that that's what he thinks.
Like, okay, what? Like, I don't know
Head
anything
scratching.
about height.
Head scratching.
This has never
mind-boggling.
been. And it's like, I don't even know what Judas is. Like,
in his mind.
Yeah.
Judas is someone else.
I don't know what Judas is in real life. I just know the Lady Gaga song. So
I'm just a holy for you, baby. It's so cool. That's gonna be his favorite song.
I'm just pretending to be mad to get engagement. I don't even really know what Judas is.
Oh
so.
yeah. Well, guess what? I'm Judas for Euphoria because
I'm just like picking random multiple choice answers and hoping that they land, and then that you're like, yeah, that's what.
Yes,
Judas
exactly. So. Yeah, that's exactly. You were doing really good. I would never have noticed.
Okay, good.
But this scene made me so mad. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I should have just played it while you were talking.
Yeah, you could have. Probably because he's gonna hold like an ice pick. Oh yeah, he literally holds like an ice
that
pick up to his. And also, this guy, I like his outfit. He's so funny. I'm like, who is this?
Oh.
Who is this?
He reminds me of. He looks like Nas from Nas from Rap.
Nas from Rap.
Yeah.
He looks like Nas as seen in rap music.
Yeah. He looks like Nas from Rap.
Okay. Just I can't. I literally don't want to see this. It's gonna make me so mad. I hate that. I don't know why that scene. Honestly, this scene made me so mad because the scene before it was cool, and then we got some BS.
Right, because this literally directly follows the cold open.
We're back.
Oh yeah, baby!
Instantly, we brought Cassie back. Okay, so
let's bring it back.
If you hadn't watched the episode, Cassie now is hanging out with the hype beast guy again.
He's hanging out with Hype Beast. That was a good way of putting it.
I don't know what his name is, but he's like,
he has
this house. He literally has a house where these people come, these influencers come, and then they get famous, and he helps them get famous.
Hype Beast, what's Dominic Fike? So they cast a guy who looks exactly like Dominic Fike. I don't know why, but just like a Hype Beast, like LA scumbag fuckboy version of Dominic Fike. And it's like, I mean, they did do good casting, but like for a guy that looks like that, but I don't know why you cast a guy that looks the exact same as Dominic.
We already had him, bro. He's gone.
Well, it's just a little confusing because I can see people maybe getting mixed up because it's been so long. Like, I mean, you'd have to be a little stupid, but like, you don't want that to be a factor because when I saw the still of this guy, because I do look at the leaks, or I did look at the leaks last week. I didn't look at the leaks this week because literally I did not care enough. I'm sorry. But I did look at the leaks and I was like, oh my God, that's Dominic Fike. I was like, what possible purpose could he be serving in this? And lo and behold, it was this dude.
Speaking of Judases, that guy is Judas.
Who, Dominic?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's wanted a little taste everywhere. He wanted a little taste here, a little taste there.
In character and in real life.
And in real life, yeah.
So anyways, he's like offering Cassie this opportunity to... Okay, first of all, this also makes no sense.
And also,
this also makes no sense.
Oh my God, they showed the diarrhea on screen. I'm going to throw up.
Also, this scene made no sense because he's like, if you stay in the hype house, you don't need Maddie. And it's like, what does he... Yeah. Why would this guy care if Maddie was managing her or not realistically?
Because I bet, I mean, like, probably, and the thing is, they should, like, develop...
Because I don't get that.
Yeah, because if they're going to go down this, like, influencer, OF, TikTok, like, LA scumbag kind of type route.
Which is understandable, believable.
I mean, it would be fine. Like, honestly, that's a fine route to go down. Like, maybe people would be like, oh, it's very cliche. I mean, I don't really care.
We already have I Love LA.
The thing is, you could write anything and I would be sad. So I don't care. Like, you know, if you write anything good, I would be like, okay, I'm sad for it. It's fine. But, yeah, this hierarchy is just like, she likes him.
And he's like, if you ditch, you don't need Maddie. You've done it all on your own.
Yeah.
Which is obviously not true. And no matter how dumb Cassie is, I think she would know that wasn't true.
Right. Because obviously Cassie acts like a mega ditz in this. Like, she is a mega ditz.
But she is in the original
and
show
she is,
to some degree.
She's a little bit more of a realistic ditz where she, like, kind of, you can tell, like, this is that beautiful nuance. You could tell that she portrays this kind of feminine ditziness that is attractive,
like very
right, but deep
tropey.
down, but you know, like it gets to a boiling point where deep down, you know, especially post-abortion, like it comes like she can break sometimes, you know, she gets to a breaking point, and that's like the iconic scene where she's like, Nate, I'm crazier.
Best scene ever.
Yeah,
best
awesome
scene ever.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
And that's not something you should be proud of. No.
Yeah.
But it's something you should be scared of.
What the fuck is wrong? Imagine getting a scene that good now.
Should we? Okay, if we get enough subscribers, we have to act out the scene.
Oh yeah,
we'll have to act out the scene.
No, if we get enough subscribers, we can. They can. Hey,
That'd be
like
so
legitimately, if we get to like enough subscribers, if you hit the subscribe, we will
Open
enact
sketch.
a full episode.
Open sketch
of any episode you want that's not in season 3. You know, any episode you want, because you're not gonna want that. Like that would suck. But it would be hilarious to do any season 2 episode.
Oh, but also what I wanted to
I
say.
will do it. 100%.
I would do too. But what I also want to say is because you brought up the abortion with Cassie. I saw people who were like, it makes no sense that she's a Republican because she literally had an abortion. And like, I love the people who commented and were like, yes, because these people are known for being honest and being very open about themselves and having personal responsibility.
Why the fuck is Donald Trump a Republican?
But also that makes sense because that's how that works. Like you're very like, you're grifting. You're not actually
manifestation of, for some people, not for everyone, but
no,
it's a
but
manifestation
people who do
of
this,
guilt. Yeah,
well, a lot of people don't believe it. They're saying it because it's going to get them attention. Like especially someone who is in Cassie's shoes, who's in LA to get attention. 100%. It makes sense that she would be in that position. Right. But anyway, sorry, that was very far back.
Wow, yeah.
But I guess
we're getting political this episode.
But anyways, so he's like, you just gotta ditch Maddie, and then we're getting this video of Maddie because Maddie's still like obviously like a clerk, and she's like cleaning up dog crap, which is so gross.
Yeah, which is gross. It's like we already brought that up, but it's like just gross.
It's gross.
I don't want to see it. In line with the heart of the show, but
and also especially as like the episodes kind of get like further and further away from like any aesthetic at all. Like I can't really find it anymore. The first episode or two, there was a very clear aesthetic, and we are just drifting away from
it feels like we're
drifting like quickly, and in line with that, it's like...
And I'd be totally fine with that if this started as a very fantasy show, like Euphoria, like very like high, you know, like colorful, bright, like,
and then there's like an instant calm
optimistic down. And then it slowly comes down to like this shitty, like this, like how this guy's mansion probably looks. Just like white, shitty, blah, you know, like... I don't know, like I would be cool with that, but like there's just such a lack of concept. And even with this, what I was going to say, I don't think I finished what I was going to say about this, but... What I was going to say is I think that this would be fine, but they just need to establish what his hierarchy and what his motives are in this situation. Like, why does he want her? That's a really good... I think you said that. Why does he want her so bad to be in this house? Is he getting the biggest cut? Is he the boss? Is he like... a recruit, like, you know, you just don't know.
Well, it makes no sense, and you already know.
You just don't know anything about it.
Well, based off how the season is going, you also know we're not going to get an answer.
Right.
And it's just going to be like, okay.
No, you're not going to get an answer, and there's like an uncountable amount of things that we just don't have answers.
Well, and it's possible that he like said something that like reveals it, but like, and I just forgot.
Yeah.
But it still just doesn't interest me.
Right.
I don't care, and if we're being honest, given what happened with Maddie's other client, you think that she would already be taking pretty drastic action to make sure that didn't happen again with her. You know? Yeah. Like, I just feel like, I'm like, Maddie's really smart. Cassie's really dumb. You connect the dots. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but this show is also like mega dits 5 billion at this. You know what I mean? Where it's like nothing matters at all.
We're just doing some stuff. So at this point,
we're just talking about nothing.
We're basically just explaining everything
wrong. What are we doing right now? This is such a waste of time. It's just explaining something that's unexplainable.
Because I don't think they thought about this at all.
I can't think of any jokes to say.
Well, there's nothing funny to me about Euphoria being bad. So.
It's not a joke to me.
This is serious.
This is serious.
We have literally a whole podcast.
Okay, but be so real with yourself in your brain right now. You included. Not just the audience.
Oh.
Think about how dramatic some of the moments of season 2 were. And not even if you don't think they were the most dramatic thing in all of history or all of TV or whatever. There was drama there, at least.
And at least all the drama was in line with what the characters were doing. Because that's why the show was good.
You know what?
The characters were good.
Think of Rue's mom and think of Rue's sister. Is there any...
I raised you!
Sorry. Is there any relationship in this season that is that beautifully, almost hard to watch, fleshed out, and palpable and textured? No. And you could say that, oh, they're all LA people now and that's part of like the commentary. But I don't like it. And I don't get it.
We also
And I think if you're going to explore this, make The Idol season 2. That's the point of that. Last week, I said this is not as bad as The Idol. It may not be as hard to watch as The Idol.
No.
But like all context removed, like obviously these characters being neutered is very hard to watch. Obviously. So that context does probably make it harder to watch than The Idol.
Yeah, there's no
actually,
life.
I don't know. The Idol is pretty
No,
bad.
The Idol's way... No.
Yeah, The Idol's pretty bad. Never.
Way worse. I couldn't understand what was even going on because it was like this levels of dumb where it's like...
It is
what
this level
are
of dumb.
you
you're
talking
right,
about?
yeah.
Like, so many times it was just like, who is that? Like, wait, what? I was just like throwing my hands up the entire time. And that's how I'm doing what I'm doing now. But at least there's at least one character that I can cling to, even though it's not enough to keep this show like good or even okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty bad, honestly. But anyways, we should keep going because we are not that far into this episode.
Oh, fuck.
Keep it going.
Fuck.
Move it on up the
Oh
charts.
my god. You guys are... I'm sorry that this is a ramble.
Well,
Thon.
you asked for it.
No, they didn't. They asked for jokes. They thought it was funny. This is... Look how bad... Look how fine this shit is. Look how bad she looks. Ooh, she looks so bad. I'm gonna... Girl, I'm gonna show you to all my followers.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this fine shit right here, bro.
Some dreams do come true.
Some dreams do
come true.
I need to drink more to honestly... Okay. Finally... Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay.
See, okay, this... Now we cut back to
Interesting
Nate, and he's
scene.
like, okay, first... I don't know if I have the mental energy to explain how heavily and unrealistically... Again, this goes back to the thing I said about the sketch show. This is so heavily departed from who Nate was.
This is like someone's
in any other context, even the extremely uncharacteristic like scenes of him in the pilot episode of the show that are obviously notoriously different from how he ended up in the show, but still those are more in line with whatever the actual fuck this is. I'm sorry. And it's like and I'm not sorry because I made a joke about this last season, but it's not a joke. It's kind of true. Like, they just got Jacob Elordi. They just casted him as a new character. Because this is not Nate. Like, imagine Nate being like, yeah, I don't care if she fucks other guys. Keep going, girl. Actually, fuck him more. You know, maybe you should fuck him. It's like, the Nate that I know, even beyond the constraint of monetary... Like, under the monetary pressure, the debt pressure, the physical harm he's under, would never, ever let his ego be touched. His masculinity be touched, because his sense of masculinity is tied to his sexuality. And that is deeply rooted, because he watched his dad on video. And
that is the other thing. I first said when we were watching this the other night, I was like, there is no way Nate Jacobs is comfortable with his wife doing the stuff on video.
It's not even like a discussion.
Aside from his masculine stuff, because of the trauma of watching his dad do that. Yeah. Like, there is no way, because it's... What's the difference? That one didn't get posted and that one did? So one's public and one's private?
Oh, but... the more even that you bring that up, the more you dig into it, the less it makes sense.
Makes no sense.
Like, they are both public. It's like, you think that this would maybe even like...
It would make it
even
worse.
If Jacob came to... And I'm sorry. I'm gonna... I'm not gonna dead name Nate. I'm gonna call him Jacob.
That's who he is. You're right.
Yeah. I'm not gonna dead name him because this is not Nate. This is Jacob.
Yeah.
Elordi.
Not Jacobs.
Not Jacobs.
Cassie Jacobson.
this might even be the third Jacobs that is mysteriously gone in the family photo.
That's a good theory.
There you go.
Wait till our film theory finds that.
What if it's it's like he has a twin brother?
Because this is literally the least.
I'll be like, oh, okay, never mind, that makes sense. But still,
genius writing.
Genius writing. But yes, that would probably. And you're the psychologist here.
No, I'm not. I'm not a psychologist.
You're very close to being a professional mental health expert.
Anyways,
but in your assessment, would you think that someone posting sexual videos or someone's partner posting sexual videos of them on the internet, would that maybe, even if Jacob went through immense therapy and immense, because that is what is implied. Like, he would have to go through like the most perfect, thorough, effective therapy to become the person that is in front of us in season 3 in 2026. He would have to go through all of that. Do you think that his significant other posting sexually explicit videos of themselves on the internet, it might unearth that trauma a little bit?
Well, I don't think you need the degree to know that the answer is probably yes.
Yeah, that's my point.
I would say, given how many creators of that industry there are in the world, obviously a good share of them have to be married or in relationships, and that's just like a part of it. But with Nate Jacobs' character specifically, it makes I literally can't.
It's like and I'm sorry to dig that deep in and be like, this character doesn't make it. Like, I'm sorry to like dig that deep in and go so hard on it, but it's like Nate is a very interesting character in season 1 and 2. Like, he is a very like interpretive character, I would even say, with him crossing the wires between like his sexual confusion between even dating and being attracted to a transgender person.
Yeah.
And
one that his dad has slept with.
Yeah, and you can even interpret that he tried to in that layer is insane, obviously. And that's why it makes this kind of hurt more, because that is a crazy layer, obviously. But I even think, like, this is obviously up to interpretation. By the end of season 2, I think he was trying to make Cassie look like her a little bit. And the thing about that is that has nothing to do with her being transgender, but it's the conflict of loving a person or being attracted to a person that, internally he may see as not being like a woman, and I'm not saying that it's my perspective. I'm obviously saying that's his perspective on it, and him grappling with that, and him wrestling with that, and him trying to manifest it in these exceedingly toxic ways is extremely interesting and extremely delicate and deep topic that I think is, in my estimation, as someone who is not obviously transgender or has sexual trauma, like such as Nate, I think they handle it in such a good way that is actually very respectful. And even to the point where the play at the end of season 2, when they do like the gay joke at him, where everyone has their dicks out and is working or is like pretending to jerk off, or grinding and like jerking off and shit like that, and like him being like, this shit is so homophobic. It's like, obviously that moment is kind of a joke, but it means something more, because us as the audience know what, who he is and what he went through and all that. And so that word choice is just very interesting. I don't know. It's such a complicated like kind of web that I wouldn't even begin to be able to untangle it just like shooting from the hip right now live on camera. And I probably fumbled it. I probably said, had some bad choice of words, but all that to say is that this is a deep character, and for him to just be like, that you just need to fuck him a little, like, just, you could try. I mean, you don't have to, but you could just try. Like, it's just not really
not realistic at all, and
not realistic at
all. I think and obviously I also like really am interested in the Jules and Nate Jacobs, like, because they're both so entangled with one another. She literally has, like, visions of him, like, and he also has visions of her, like, when he hits his head, he doesn't hit his head. He
gets beat up by Fez.
Yeah, so when he's beat up by Fez, like, he's, like, seeing Jules, like, interlaced with these scenes of Cassie, and it's like, they want you to think about, why is he thinking about her, and then again, why is she, like, thinking about him? Because, like, I do think, like, in the scene where they're in the truck together and he's like, I meant all of that, like, I never made any of that up, like, I was being honest about everything I said. I think they really want you to, like, us, the audience, to understand that these two characters really do have feelings for each other. And then part of that issue, like you were saying, is that I think as a result of Jules being trans, I think that he has, like, this, like, he doesn't want to engage with that because he's so internally scared of being gay. And even though obviously
and being
Jules
like
is
his
a woman,
dad, like, it being like his dad,
he doesn't want to be like his dad. And
that was a great point you brought up too, where his dad had sexual relations with her. Yeah,
so it's like
there's a lot of
it's
things
like
there,
he does not want to be like his dad at all, and literally by being with her, it would be exactly what his dad did.
And that's what I like about it too, is there's so many layers, like, piled on top, you know.
And there's also, so like, the fact that he's just kind of not a good person, and he does think that Jules is, like, this very pure, like, good person. Like, he says that numerous times, where he's like, she's, like, the only thing good, like, everything else sucks. And it's like obviously, again, his feelings for her very clear, but I mean, that's even, like, another layer of it, that he thinks that he's too twisted and an alpha wolf to be with her, you know. He's too Wuthering Heights to be with her, and I think
which, by the way, listen, like, this is so random. I'm sorry. Like, I have to bring it up. Look, does this look familiar to you guys? This is from the Outlander. Look,
Jesus,
who does this look like? I'm sorry.
I said, okay, listen. I said
no.
Every period drama has, like, a million men.
Hold
that look like
the
that.
fuck on. Look at the garments. You already are thinking. I don't need to say. You already are thinking. Pinky ring. Okay.
Have you watched Pirates of the Caribbean? There's probably, like, the same.
No. Okay, find it.
I said probably.
Find it.
I didn't say there is. I said probably.
Listen. Pinky ring.
Girl.
Remind you of someone?
Girl, give it up.
A little bit of an edgy.
Girl, it's not happening. Put it down.
You know what? You know what the nail in the coffin is?
What?
2017. Emerald, I'm on to you. I mean, that movie sucks. You don't even need to, like...
Yeah. Oh, Emerald Fennell didn't have a genius idea. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Emerald Fennell is a terrible filmmaker.
Shocker.
Shocker.
Okay,
Anyways.
so anyway, back to the show. We are so far gone. Oh, there's no touch screen.
I know, but it's like, what the... Don't touch it, or it might go back to regular Android mode.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh, my God. I'm gonna... Okay, this is...
Well, we don't have to talk about half the plot, because half of it's, like, just
I have to
filler.
pee so bad. I'm sorry. I know, like...
Go. Just go. Get out.
What is she even doing?
Here, I'll find a good place to pause while you do that.
We can talk about anything you want right now.
Yeah.
The world is yours. Well, I don't want to edit it, so just don't. Just talk about something.
Okay, so...
Just don't show nudity.
That's pretty easy. Okay, so then we get this... Oh, my God. We're back to Rue. Back to Rue. And it's not good. Shocker. Okay, so in this scene, Rue gets called in to have this meeting. And I think she is expecting Alamo, but Bishop walks in and he's wearing, like, this, like, surgical hat, implying that he's about to do something, like, messy. And there's all these power tools and weapons on the bed. So, of course... Like every other single Rue plot, she expects that she's about to die because for some reason Sam Levinson can't create like a complex plot with her again. Instead, he just wants to continually throw us into the same scene where she's nervous and it looks like she's about to be found out for no reason, under no suspicion whatsoever, not even worth talking about. Literally, I hated every single scene involving Rue today or whatever day this came out 2 days ago.
Oh, the American Psycho
I'm
scene.
skipping it because I just don't care.
Oh shit! I should have saved this reveal to tell you on the show live, but okay. See, pause it here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right. But I should have paused or I should have just waited to tell you on the show, if you can even call this a show, but to tell you on camera. But this American Psycho thing reminded me that Luca Guadagnino is going to do an American Psycho movie. If you don't know who that is, he made Call Me by Your Name, Challengers, and also Queer, which probably is a little bit lesser known. He also made Bones and all. But
I'm so excited
because like that's so eye roll to be like New American Psycho, but Luca Guadagnino, you're like
him. I care.
You're like
him. I actually will care.
Ooh, hold on.
And you already know it's about to be super gay.
Yeah.
So if you're gay or if you like gay things, you're probably going to be super excited about
which is
Psycho.
If you're watching this, you're probably either gay or you're female, so you'll probably enjoy that.
Well, the book was written by a gay man.
Right. It would be interesting if it takes a really anything but fucking.
It's gonna be a Nate Jacobs turn.
That would be a good.
It's gonna be like a Nate Jacobs level of.
I think that would be a good cat. Honestly, I think he could do it.
Jacob Elordi.
Christian Bale's Australian.
Can you just do it again?
I'll be down with it. Honestly, I don't really give a shit.
We're good with it. Okay.
If it's just
Australian
more, I love
Psycho.
that fucking original movie. Okay, so anyways, we get to the scene where Alamo Brown.
My
God.
God.
Because the thing is, like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Are we serious?
Seriously. Like,
okay, first
the
of all,
thing about it is, I'm like, obviously Nazi characters.
We have a lot of racist
them to
stuff
say
going
racist
on.
things.
Okay.
That makes sense. This scene, I think we find out that his name is Alamo.
No, we find that out later. But we very spoiled it.
Okay, whatever.
But also, why do we even need to give him a last name? Hey, I don't care what his last name is. His name is Alamo. That's like, we don't need a last name. I wouldn't even believe that's his real name.
Here's a good Alamo last name. Alamo Smith. Alamo Jones. Oh, Alamo Jones. That's a good name. Alamo Jones.
That's very Southern.
Yeah, okay.
Alamo Jones.
Alamo Jones. Okay, I thought of another one. Okay, no. Alamo. Okay, wait. What is he? Oh, yeah, Brown. Okay, Alamo Brown. We'll call him Alamo Brown. Okay, see, that, I'm like, bro, come on. Like, it's like, obviously with Nazis, it's like, okay, I get why you would write them to say mean things regarding race, but like,
this is insane. It's
but
like,
also,
you don't
it
try
gets
it
worse.
all.
And the thing is, like, with that, I'm like,
weird.
But in this scene, he says, I am not your monkey. That's not even a cliche. No one has ever said, I am not your monkey. That is not a cliche. Like, I'm sorry. Who has ever said that?
Why did
Let
Sam
alone
Levinson
a black person? Like,
write that in the plot?
Like, I'm sorry. What even is that? Like, I have a lot of lenience with this because I get, like, character writing and filling out the texture and, like, there's such a thing as unlikable, immoral characters. But this is a African-American man, and he says, I am not your monkey. Like, that's not a cliche. That's not something that people say. Like, that, like, what is that? Like, why did you write that? Like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that mean? If he said, I'm not your pig, that would make more sense. Because I think he's talking about Lori. If he said, I'm not your pig, that would make sense.
Literally such a horrible scene. Honestly, that scene is literally...
And he's doing the most stereotypical black old person thing to do, which is play jazz on a trumpet. Like, I'm sorry. This sucks.
It's just
this
stereotype.
And I don't usually give a shit about this stuff, but I'm like, this is so stupid.
Well, I think a lot of people will be quick to read like that into it, like, regardless.
Yeah.
This is just so in your face.
Yes.
It's almost like...
It's like a parody.
Laughable.
It's like a parody.
And it's funny because, like, when we first got his character, I was like, oh, this is actually, like, a surprisingly good new character, because I feel like TV shows are not known for introducing good characters after like season 1 or 2, but somehow he was an interesting character and he actually offered something. He was kind of intriguing and he was like had this weird relationship with Rue right off the bat, and so it was like, okay, I'm gonna hear them out about this. And then slowly he just dissolved into this weird racist caricature.
Like legitimately like the most stereotypical like old black guy.
Like they're just like throwing every stereotype and every weird like that phrase. Like what no one has ever said that before.
That's like the nail in the coffin because you're like that's not even a say. Like come on. Like that's not something
it's
like
why would he say
like,
that?
Come on. Like I'm not your monkey. Like come the fuck.
Yeah, but
come on.
I literally do not want to spend more than 1 second talking about the Rue plot. So that was already way too much. That was just about Alamo. Then we get a shot of the pigs.
He should just say, and it's right there. It's like the pig thing is right there. It's just like it doesn't make sense in context. And if there is something relating to a monkey, I would be like, that's still pretty questionable, but it makes a little bit more sense. But it's like people don't even say that. That's not a thing. That's not a term that people
literally just making things up.
What does that mean?
Yeah, like, soft jazz on trumpet playing.
It's just have him do the stereotypical just thing that an old black guy would do, which is play soft jazz on a trumpet. Even though this is not vaguely, I don't know, man. And it's just like this is just weird.
Oh, I also really hate the Bishop character so much. He's so obnoxious. And I also calling it right now. He's gonna be the reason he's so weird to Rue is because he's literally working with the FBI, and he's gonna end up being like, "I'm helping."
I'm glad you said that.
He's gonna be like, "I'm like," because every time he has like a weird interaction with Rue, it's like he knows, and I almost feel like he's trying to get her to not blow his cover, and also to help her out simultaneously. And you cannot prove to like until we get to the end of the season. I'm believing that's what's happening, and I feel like if it does happen, I called it, and if not, forget about it.
It's better to plant the seeds now.
Yeah, I'd rather say that now than later. I'm like, I knew it. So there we go. Okay, so now we have...
I'm putting all my eggs in the lobotomy thing myself.
But... Well, I think we're gonna have some evidence of it coming up with her. So now Rue's meeting up with these two yahoos who are zero help at all. Literally,
I literally forgot this shit was happening.
And then like they're like, we need to tap the wire so that we can figure out. You know, we're gonna get them on. We're gonna incriminate them basically. Yeah. And then we get this horrid play out where she calls Lori. She's like, Lori, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill Paladin. And Lori's like,
wait,
I don't want to
say the bird's name.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's like, I don't want to talk to you, Rue. I'm very upset with you, Rue. It's like, okay, great, riveting. Also, what that I knew the bird's name.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We talk about this for at least 2 hours every week, and we also talk about it throughout the week. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so anyways, so now after that flops, then she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna call the super racist dude, and then she calls him. Mind you, you're gonna see it, Confederate flag on his phone case, okay?
Which that's fine because he's a Nazi guy. That's fine with.
But we are inundated with as much.
But
he's cramming in.
We were being inundated.
But he's cramming in as much
controversial
stuff.
That is a crazy.
As he possibly he can. Okay, Sam Levinson. This is the thing.
Like when you open. Yeah, this is.
I am not like this. Like. About stuff. But when I am telling you, you can't put in one crumb of detail into any of the characters or the storyline.
That's so
true.
You
know that we should put the phone case to be the Confederate flag.
No, you're right. That's very true.
He can't do anything right. Literally, this show is everything is so wrong, but magically, he can figure out how to sneak that in. And also, we hear a slur about...
Okay, here's the thing. The thing is, like, I don't want to say specifically him because I don't think... Because I think a lot of the time people are like, he just controls like everything. He controls like.
Well, it's his show. His name is on the show.
It is his show, but you do have a really good point where it's like it is insane that like this amount of detail can be put into like stuff like that, but the characters just are so flavorless, so textureless, so like they're just completely different, and there's no stake at all into who they were as characters in previous seasons or even who they are in these scenarios now. So that is a very good point, to be honest with you. That is something that I did not think of, and is an incredibly good point.
Oh wait, I don't remember this.
This is the contract thing.
She signs their contract,
right?
I literally must have been like, I was borderline like not alive while we watched this. Okay, so I didn't even notice this part. This is me learning about it live. But she signs this one for the Hype House. But she also signs Maddie's contract. Yeah. Obviously, that's going to be an issue. And that was a big deal for Cassie. This is a huge deal for Cassie. Shout out if you watch Trixie and Katya. Okay,
So now we have Cassie, of course. I don't remember what she's doing.
This is the scene where
she's meeting up with Maddie.
Right.
She's going to get rid of Maddie.
We have this, oh my God, never ending. You guys are going to, like, if you're done with this shit early, fine. You guys can, you know what? Class dismissed. Everything of substance that we're going to say, I have no jokes left in me. You probably have no jokes left in you as well. Oh, wait, no, we have Jewel stuff coming up. Never mind. There are a lot of jokes coming. Jokes are coming.
This is class. Class is not dismissed until the bell rings.
But
the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do.
The takeaway from today's episode is that I really do enjoy becoming a very, like, moralist, like, pearl-clutching person on TV. Before, I was making jokes at their expense and making allusions to them in previous recaps of Euphoria episodes that we've made.
Well,
but now I have found the appeal, and I like being like, you know what? You are a big racist. And you know what, Sydney Sweeney? You should have just said you don't like the
eugenics ad.
Yeah, like literally, it feels pretty. It does feel pretty good. I do feel pretty powerful right now.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah. Pearl clutching is sometimes appropriate, but I would say most of the time people do it in response to stuff you're supposed to pearl clutch to, and they don't get that the point of the media that they're consuming is to be a critique on said issue or said thing. And so when we had episode 1 of this, there was nothing to pearl clutch over. Right. Literally nothing. Like Cassie doing this like weird modeling stuff on its own, there's nothing wrong with that. Right. That's a real thing that a lot of people do. And you cannot argue with that based off their trajectory of content like OF in the last few years becoming this its own industry. It literally makes so much money because people pay for it and people create. Like it's a realistic storyline, and it makes sense in context of what Euphoria is all about. That is not anything to pearl clutch over. This over the top, like gratuitous, like racism, in your face, like racism and like just gross out like scenes. That is when I'm pearl clutching because as an audience, I find no value in it. And he's not giving me anything to work with. You can't defend something that has no substance. Okay, so anyway.
But the thing I do also want to add to the Jesus, I'm so sorry. We can talk about
zip the lips.
Okay, pause it really quick. This scene where I'm gonna talk about the content.
I'm just gonna let it play
in like literally 1 second. But literally, it's not an if it's making a commentary on racism. Obviously, it's okay. Like I don't. Well, I don't want to say
it's at least something to talk about.
Yeah, you're right. Or
like obviously there can be really bad portrayals.
I won't say it's okay, but I'll say it's purposeful. You know, it's definitely purposeful. If it's literally just kind of.
I don't know what the commentary
is. It's like
is.
I really don't know what the point is. Like,
well, the thing is, on episode 1, when they're in that prairie house, I knew we were gonna get more of a political season, or I was thinking it because that family was very like very weird religious conservative oh my god conservatism and I mean yes he's giving us a lot of that imagery but without kind of the payoff. I don't really know. You know what I mean?
That's a blast from the past.
But anyways, so. Now we have Cassie is telling Maddie that she's going to let her go as the manager, which obviously is not going to end well, or it's not even going to happen because Maddie's like, well, actually, I guess you're not going to be on the TV show that your sister is a part of, which
here, pause it right here.
Oh, the acting in the scene.
Pause it right here.
Well, actually, not the acting. The concept of the scene is ridiculous.
You know what? If you're still here, listen. I'm going to do this for you guys. Not my own alcoholism. I'm going to do this for you guys.
Are you even allowed to do that?
What?
On YouTube?
I'll cut to you. It's implied.
Okay, so he's going to do that, and I'm going to keep
talking.
Just cut so we can keep moving this forward. Because if you're still here, you want the episode to keep moving
You want the episode to keep moving on, but also, if you're this far and you listen to that much shit...
This isn't ContraPoints. We got to keep going.
I am turning this into a ContraPoints-esque show, but it comes out every single week.
And it's not edited.
And
there's no budget.
And it's smarter than ContraPoints.
I hope to God ContraPoints sees one of our videos.
So I just poured a cup of water. I have it like cut to the OBS thing. So I have a cup of water. Listen. This has taken way too long.
Yeah, and it's you're making it take longer.
If it's gonna take this long, it's gonna be a little funny, at least, because we've just been saying a bunch of woke moralist stuff.
Who is that?
Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Jordan Peterson. I had to watch the show because there was a trans person in it. So, knowing me and how I feel about trans people, I, of course, had to expose myself to trans people.
Is this Jordan Peterson or Kermit?
They sound the same. Have you ever heard Jordan Peterson?
Yeah.
They sound
yeah.
They sound the same.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I wish you could do an RFK voice. I love
RFK
making fun of his voice.
He sounds like
the vaccines are gonna poison us and turn us.
It's just like
it's so good that conservatives don't use YouTube. Otherwise, someone might be offended by our content.
They don't want Euphoria shit, at least. Yeah. They do use YouTube. They just don't want Euphoria content.
Just to watch Ben Shapiro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway.
Here, wait, hold up. Let's get it.
My God.
Cha-ching.
You are torturing me. All right, so I'm moving on with or without you. So the acting.
No, wait. Yeah, because I was gonna say this scene is something I want to talk about.
The dynamic between them in the scene is like we're watching like theater, and not necessarily great theater, but we're watching like a theatrical.
They're acting so overblown. It's like, okay, what the fuck is even what the fuck is if this is the drama of this season or this episode at least, or even the scene, why is it treated this unseriously? Like, imagine some shit like this being in a fantasy, non-real scene in season 1 or 2. Like, it would be insane. Like, this is way more akin to the dick pic lecture in the faking doing drugs lecture of seasons 1 and 2 than any real scene. But this is a real scene, so it's like, what the actual fuck is going... Sorry, I wasn't cut to me that whole time. What the actual fuck is going on? Like, what is the actual point of this shit? I'm sorry. Like... It just really is fucking baffling. And to be honest, okay, fine. The fanfic's coming out. The fanfics are coming out. If you really wanted to take this direction, I think a way better option, because I get it. Like in my head, I thought, if you wanted to make a show like this, why didn't you just make a new show? Money. Obviously, they wouldn't give him the same amount of budget. Okay? Like, that totally makes sense to me. But they should have just made a Cassie spin-off show where every scene is this ditzy, because then I'll be fine with it, because I'd be like, this is an extracurricular heightened reality spin-off show, and it could be called like Little Cassie and Big Hollywood or some shit, or Big Cassie and Little, like, I don't know, like, it could just be some
it
really
would be called
overblown...
It's Me Cassie. Are you
Me,
kidding
Cassie.
me? It's right there.
It's Me Cassie is a great name. That's a great name. So it's Me Cassie, and you could bring Lexi back. You could have cameos from like all the fucking...
Whoever you want.
She could be married to Nate. And even this bullshit version of Nate, I'll be like, it's fine, because it's in this goofy, like, spinoff show.
And it could be done through the phone. We don't even have to see Nate.
Right.
We could get Nate.
But even if this was the version of Nate, it would be more fine.
We could have Jacob Elordi for one episode at the beginning, and then we'd never have to see him again.
And this massive tone change would be more acceptable, too, because it's siphoned off. Because Cassie's Delulu.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways,
but that is like pretty much the whole gist of the scene. Is it's a scene about them battling over contracts, and then there's this really unrealistic moment where someone instantly answers Maddie's phone.
Yeah, she just goes, okay, so basically, remember my client Cassie?
It's like, imagine some real drama being settled like that in any of the other... I know I just keep saying it, but like, it's true. Imagine if any drama got settled that easily in the actual seasons of the show. And yes, we're saying actual now. Fuck this.
Yeah, this isn't the real show.
We're saying actual now.
This is not the real show. Okay.
Yeah, this is like a theatrical... Okay, yeah. Bad.
So she signs a contract. That's going to bite her in the butt later, obviously.
But then guess what? Naturally,
Lexi evolving into her little red glasses form as early as humanly possible.
She's dressed like a professor of...
She's either an NPR intern or she's a TA for a foreign language class, but she's still white.
And,
so, like...
yeah, and she doesn't speak that language.
See, there was a joke, finally.
So... She obviously is going to be upset because she's been overshadowed by Cassie her whole life. So it makes it... See, Lexi's character is never, like, wrong in the show. No. Because, like...
Except for... Except for she becomes wrong because she gets pissed off at Cassie for doing a good job at auditioning. Which it would be valid for her to be like, you just ruin everything and you get in my business all the time.
Oh, but we have to talk about the Cassie acting scene though. Come
right.
on now.
And this is more fuel of the fire of like, okay, this is a scene I actually enjoyed, and like, what's the commonality? It has Cassie in it. Therefore, we should maybe just make a Cassie spin-off show if we're gonna put the weight of the show on Cassie's shoulders. And the thing about it is,
Sydney Sweeney does not have anything else going on, guys.
Yeah, just give her this shit.
Her movies are not doing that.
Her movies, I mean, they're being
all.
shoved down my throat. Like, I get YouTube ads because they added, like, the movie where she's, like, a boxer to HBO. So I keep getting YouTube ads.
Yeah, that one I thought did, like, horrific.
It did. It was one of the worst performing movies of all time. And she also has that weird looking horror movie where she's a babysitter.
Oh, yeah, the babysitter. Yeah, that one doesn't look good either. Doesn't matter. Anyways.
It made no money.
It's so stupid because she actually is a good actress.
She's very funny.
When she wants to be, I think. Yeah. But this scene is hilarious. We get her like doing funny. Like a William Shakespeare monologue as Cleopatra, and it's pretty iconic. I hate to say.
I think it's pretty. Yeah,
I hate to say that there's anything iconic about this horrid
but that's
episode.
what I'm trying to say. Is just give her the entirety of the spotlight if you're gonna give her the entirety of the spotlight, right?
And it's like I know I've been going on about how bad this episode is, but this is really iconic.
It's
I actually
funny.
love
it. No, but it's just like, just have her just do this for like a little 6-episode miniseries where it's like heightened and Nate Jacobs is a Big Lebowski-esque bum. Like, that'd be good.
Yeah,
Come on,
this was great. This was great. Obviously, it was very funny because the directors are like, she can do William Shakespeare, she can do LA Nights, and it's like,
I would be like, get this freak bitch out of here. Like, we cannot have an extra that is doing this freaky ass shit in the audition room.
She's in the background.
Like, she is not hired. She's doing absolutely this in the background. Not. I'll be like, she can do Shakespeare. She can fucking get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
To be or not to be, we're gonna find out. Not to be.
Yeah, not to be, bitch. You are too freaky. Like, we could get you in the Robert Eggers line. Like, we get you over there, but we're not gonna get you in this.
But yeah, so
ever heard of Nosferatu? We can get you in that. But like, I don't
take
know.
Lily Rose Depp out.
Yeah, get her out. That would be like, an awesome parallel. But yeah,
yeah. But anyways,
oh shit, she's in the Idol too. Damn. All right. Anyways.
Oh yes, she is. Okay, sorry. But anyways, yeah, it's just funny because it's like in reality. I mean, like I know this is so nitpicky.
Yeah.
But it's like in reality, it's like would they cast someone who was like they consider to be a really really good actress in the show? Probably not.
No.
They'd probably be like
you're gonna be for an extra role.
You're gonna be like you're doing way too much.
You're a lot. They're be like you're a lot because they don't want to deal with a lot.
They don't care if you're a good actor.
As a showbiz expert, I've
watch a
run
Netflix show.
Shows, yeah.
Do you think they care if they're good actors? Watch Outer Banks. You'll find an answer. Okay. We'll watch Stranger Things season 5. You'll also get an answer. Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
Damn, this is really the death battle. But honestly, I didn't really give that much shit about Stranger Things. It's something I care about, so that's probably why I think it's like really like more.
No.
Okay.
No. Boo. Okay. Jules used to be so fun to watch, and now when I see Jules on screen, I want to cry.
Okay, here, I honestly feel like we need to get the pearls out and start. Oh, you got them on. Start clutching. Let's start clutching. This is what I alluded to at the very beginning.
Wait, hold on. Let me get it in the frame.
Let's get
wanting. Why don't you start talking though while I fixate this?
Right, you can just keep it playing honestly because it's a pretty short scene.
I know, but are we gonna get clipped for playing it?
No, because I honestly would be shocked if YouTube could find this. Like,
okay, doesn't matter. Anyways, let's keep going.
So
just keep an eye on it. So this is the thing I alluded to earlier with, I think one specific cast member is getting a little bit more sexualized, and I don't want to be like Sam like everyone online. Because to be real with you, I don't really like, in terms of writing, obviously in show running, that's what he does. So maybe I should blame him more, but. The costuming, we made some jokes about
the spider suit,
the Venom suit of the last time, and we did accuse her of getting liquid dumped in her brain by a plastic surgeon. And that's mean, but it's also a fictional character. So
it's not about Hunter Schafer.
No,
it's about
obviously
this
not.
character
Hunter Schafer,
doing nothing. She graduates and she just becomes nothing, and it's like Jules is so interesting because she's so self-important. She's so manipulative.
Again, it's like we could go into the same tangent that we did about Nate Jacobs, a little bit less depth, but still, she is very self-important. She
she's so cruel to Rue.
She's
so many
very
times.
cruel,
She's so cruel.
but
to
in
Rue.
this really just like human way, where it's cruel, but it's not this over the top like abusive level of cruel that's like very blatant to onlookers. It's this kind of more insidious and narcissistic level of cruel, and that is such an interesting character dynamic to watch kind of grip Rue.
Well, you
and,
still love her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
but
not
that's
like,
part of it. But that's why
Yeah.
she is enabled to do it, because people love her.
and
around
everyone
her.
loves her.
Right.
Like even Nate Jacobs loves
Yes.
her. It's
Yeah.
like she is that person.
Right.
It's like she's a ray of like sunshine, but she's actually the most evil character. She's so
insidious.
evil.
She is
Like-
insidious.
Yes.
And in this season, is she still insidious? Yes, but it's in such an obvious way that like a blind like Helen Keller could figure it. You know, like
Oh my
decipher
God.
the
Jesus.
motives of this character or the intentions of this character. You know what I mean?
Okay. Anyway,
It's so blatant. It's being screamed in your face because she's like, "Real, I just want you to grab me, fuck me."
Yo, stop. Stop.
Why?
Stop. Literally, what is going on also?
And then we're getting a giant butt shot of her thong poking out.
Why? Okay,
And it's like, again, when this happens over wedding,
that's not comfortable.
over
This is
laying
not
in
comfortable.
bed, over you look like FKA Twigs in a music video, over again. Like, what the like, we are not, like, who is doing this? Someone is gooning way too hard, and we are all the victims of it. Because what is this fucking character?
What is she doing? What is she doing?
What a weird perversion of this character. What the hell is this?
And if you don't think this is
You
important,
spider ass bitch.
if you don't think this is important, remember in the last episode she's wearing these like ribbed like
We remember.
like silk
No, we remember.
cut through,
We
and it's
remember.
like
she was laying in bed home alone.
Yeah.
Got a call and left, and she was wearing that. And then at the wedding,
she's might as well have been wearing
Like,
tassels.
if this shit happened to, like, okay, if I was in Rue's position and this shit was happening to me, I'd be like, hell no. Like, I'll be like, I'm getting, like, this is unnaturally weird. Like, who is like, I need my thong perfectly poked out for the camera behind me, even though there's
Sorry,
someone in
keep
front of
kicking
me.
the camera.
It's okay, don't worry about it. They're looking at me like a creepy spider. Like, I'm running. I'm leaving. You spider ass bitch. I'm leaving. You chopsticks using,
Why is she sitting?
cigarette smoking, wine.
Like, this is nothing
fucking
about this is
champagne
comfortable.
Shangri-La's, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
Nothing about this looks and that's what's so weird about her. She's every time we see her, she's in a perpetual state of discomfort. And it would be interesting if it wasn't just for the point of like making her look aesthetic. Like they're
Yeah.
so obsessed
Sexy.
with making her look aesthetic.
Dude, someone is like such a massive gooner to like mid-century modern like bro, this is like sensibilities of what a woman is. Like they drink wine, they smoke cigarettes, they
do this. They do this freakiness.
they wear tastefully subtle like slutty clothing. Like, who is this for? I'm sorry.
Every single time they cut to her, she's doing something to the effect of this with her face, where she's like,
And the thing is, if I was a Rue, I would be like, this is not the Jules I knew.
I'd be like, are you
Because this
real?
is the Jules I know as someone who watches the show. This is not the Jules that I even know, let alone someone who dated her, allegedly, within the show. It's like, what? I'm at
I
a
don't know.
loss. I'm at a like, again, like this Jules shit. I'm sorry. Every
I
week
don't
it's
know.
just a Jules ragathon, but it's like it's not her fault. Like, she's being way overly sexualized and shallowly portrayed, and it may just be the shallow portrayal
of everything.
her character. But the thing is, like, I like think there's even something more going on, because there are scenes where she has no business being sexualized, such as the scene where she's painting the people
It has nothing to do with her plot.
last
you know?
episode. And she just is in a braless, like, big titty shirt. Like, what is like, what purpose does that serve? I'm sorry.
Wait, I just remembered we didn't get any resolution on that.
Yeah, exactly.
She okay, I just forgot about that.
Yeah.
She went through all this trouble
Yeah.
of destroying her painting.
Yeah.
We see Lexi with her boss and nothing is wrong.
No. Yeah. No, yeah. No, yeah.
Okay,
No, yeah,
whatever.
no, yeah.
Whatever.
No, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah.
But also, I think it's so funny that they saved her. They were like waiting. They're like, everyone's gonna be so hyped when Jules comes out, so they didn't bring her out initially. They waited.
Dude, I was
and
getting
they
edged.
rolled out the red carpet after the only good episode of episode 1.
Right.
And then they were like,
which we're gonna go back and probably think it sucks. So I mean,
true.
don't waste your breath on that.
But
one.
then they roll out this carpet just for it to be like, she walks in, nothing. There wasn't like a dramatic flare at all. She just walks in and they're like, okay, she's here.
She's in a silk robe,
But
with
like
no clothes
they
on.
like did,
Shocker.
you know how like in reality they like slowly zoom in on her? Nope, they just showed her.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, this is the whole show. No suspense whatsoever.
And she did look very like good in that shot, but it was like there was nothing eventful or like tension building that happened in the lead up to it. She just appeared.
Okay, be careful now. Let me see, because I think this translates right into a scene.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I'll just. Oh yeah. Okay, and then we get. Okay, hold up.
I'm trying. So then we get this.
Can we keep pause?
Nope.
Please.
Nope. Okay, so then we. Oh, I'm trying to get a good picture.
Oh, there we go.
So then we get a scene.
Directly after, because we hear that she's, being intimate with someone. You think it's real, but it's not. It's the old dude.
So, okay,
Great.
remember all we just said about the objectification of Jules? I don't know why I keep like what the fuck?
Because we call them rules.
Rules.
Their ship name.
Right. Smash
Oh,
cut.
I forgot.
Think about all the objectification that we just talked about that happened to Jules. Smash cut to her getting.
Oh my god, you can't say that on YouTube.
Oh my god, yeah,
you can't say that.
Sorry. Wait.
So then we get back to the shot, and then of course there's a pair of shorts on the ground.
Okay, I'm looking. I know I keep awkwardly making eye contact with the camera, so I want to address it. But also, if you've watched a single episode of Euphoria, tell me, is Rue the type of person to put her initials in her underwear or her shorts?
Yeah, imagine
He picks up shorts.
He picks up shorts, and there's initials in them, and he's like, "Who is RB? Who the fuck? Who's not in the Goonies puts their initials in their underwear?
The Goonies.
Like, who the fuck? It does not like unless you're in the Sandlot, you're not putting your fucking initials in your underwear. Like,
I don't know why people even do that. Like, I feel
like someone's gonna steal your underwear. Like, just buy new ones. Like, what the fuck?
if someone
like,
wore
hello?
your underwear, wouldn't you just forfeit them? Wouldn't you just be like, nah,
Yes.
It's... I get if you're doing like communal laundry, but what would Rue possibly need that?
Yeah,
She wouldn't do it even if she had the
Oh my god, yeah.
forced to. Like, she's the least responsible person, and yet we're supposed to think that she's putting her initial in her underwear. Okay,
And
whatever.
you mean that Rue just walked out of this bitch commando?
What? Yeah, like she left underwear.
She walked out of Jules' apartment through the lobby, just full commando, just raw dogging her basketball shorts.
She wears jeans most of the time.
Yeah, she wears either baggy jeans,
and
jorts,
Converse.
or allegedly.
Ugh.
To be honest, she might be hitting all the lesbian hallmarks now that it's confirmed that she wears boxers. So she's probably walking out of there just aerating like out of her and one basketball shorts, just fucking.
This
is a raw dog.
So there's like
bro,
layers to this. There's
This
layers.
shit is insane. That like it's like there is such crazy storytelling within the RB, and Jules is like, it's Rue. It's like if somebody told me, if I was in that guy's position and someone was like, it's Rue, I would be like, that's the best you could come up with. Rue. She could have just said Ruby Bennett,
Like a full name.
she'd be like, oh, that's my friend Ruby Bennett, and then I'd be like, okay, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
and it's even funnier because he's like, I have a wife and kid at home. It's like, yeah, here you are, babe. And then he's like, and I can't
It's like
coming
you
home
are a liar if you, in your brain, think that she is in a penthouse,
alone,
a beautiful penthouse,
all day,
Yeah,
and she's
not like she's getting no action. She's not
just with this old dude.
Yeah,
and he doesn't like. If from what we see,
and we know and if she knew anything about my girl, she would know that she's a little bit of a horn dog. You know what I mean? Like, she's not just sitting in there alone. She's not just painting. You have to be naive. You got to give her a way shittier apartment. If she, well, it wouldn't even.
What are
even
you
matter.
doing?
Like, I'm
Painting?
sorry.
Like she literally is
Why?
obviously having her girl, and it's even
Why?
funnier because it's like, it's just like this scene meant nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about him. we don't have any reason. Like, okay, she got saran wrapped, which was weird, but it's like
I want to know what the deal with that was.
But like, we don't have reason to think that he's like horrible or aggressive or violent. And this scene doesn't really give us that flavor either. It's more just like he's just yelling at her for Rue's underwear being there.
Because what's implied is that she lives a very like controlled life.
In what way?
But in what way?
She lives in this penthouse all by herself.
I feel like that might be the drama, and that's assuming because I don't know what the drama is because it's not telling me or implying it. But that might be the drama that is trying to be like shown in this scene is that she lives a controlled life, but she really doesn't. Because does he have cameras in there?
No. Not from what we know. And also, not to mention, it's like
she just gets to do whatever the fuck she wants, except for on like Thursday night.
And also, like, he kind of implies like, I don't care. Just he said I can't be coming home with an STD.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's not a don't ever do anything. That's a if you are. You don't give me anything or you're in trouble. You know, it's that's like, what it's giving.
We know you're not. We know you're not fucking your wife. Like, it's fine. Like, you want to make more kids?
You're cheating on her. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like, you're that sexually active. Like
you're like if you're just like uncontrollable. If you're like,
yeah, you're an animal.
Like, okay.
Maybe he is an animal, but he's also old as hell. So
he's also saran wrapping her. So I just think he's kind of weird.
I think and that's what I
don't think it's like interesting.
I wish their sexual relationship was a little less like just getting railed and a little more like that kind of weird like.
And also she's crying as always. She's crying. It's like, girl, you're always crying about nothing.
I wish it was just very off kilter, kinky. Like,
hello, Jacob Elordi.
So yeah, and then
who insisted on this shot?
Then we cut back, and you know what? I support my friend Jacob for performatively listening to vinyl, which no one does. Come on, let's be real. I own a lot of vinyls. Don't listen to any of them. He listens to vinyl in his house, dances around drinking. Which, to be honest, if I was day drinking, I'd probably listen to vinyl. So I actually retract everything I just said.
Oh wait, hold on. I just want. Yeah, this scene is just
so
goofy.
Steven Seagal creeps up on him.
Who?
Steven Seagal.
How'd you know who that was?
It's not actually him. It just looks like Steven Seagal.
I was like, I don't know how you knew that. Okay, anyways, we get this goofy scene. He's like, oh no, and he like runs up the stairs as the Terminator follows him, and he's like limping. Which, fun fact,
that's called method acting.
I'm pretty sure that if you lose your pinky toe, you lose your balance. So
right. So he cut his pinky toe off. So
I mean, I think it's probably still healing, but Cassie's been gone for a while. It's kind of it feels like. So I feel like it should have been like somewhat healed by this point. But anyways, I think that's what the point was. But anyways,
see again, what is this detail to the stupidest stuff? But like we can't fix anything else. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways,
I agree.
So he runs in here, and also I'm sorry, just to be that person again. This is the same man who has beat people to near death. We've seen it. He's brought loaded weapons to people, to their homes, and when he's faced with this goon, he literally just takes it.
Yeah.
He doesn't even try to defend himself.
Right.
He runs and hides and tries to kind of lock himself in the bathroom.
Also, visually, we might have to gloss over this scene. So
we're skipping over it because then he rips off his,
I was gonna blow. I'll just blow it now, like blow the load now. But like, if like again, put yourself back. Watching season 2. Can
we be honest for a second? There's like a shot of this like little girl hearing Nate Jacobs screaming from the house, and she just like looks over and just kind of keeps on riding her bike. And I was like, that's literally that's how I feel about this entire show.
Yeah,
it's like, oh no,
you're right.
I'm gonna keep on riding my bike down the road, pretend I don't see it.
Too right, Justin. Too right. But the thing is also, it's like, imagine in season 2 if you heard that Jacob, or sorry, no, that was Nate.
Dead naming.
Sorry, no Nate. I want to go back to my other friend, Nate Jacobs. The fact, like, if you heard Nate Jacobs got his like finger ripped off, you'd be like, that sounds pretty serious and dark. Like, I wonder what happened. And then imagine that scene that just played out in front of you where he got chased down and comically like, like ripped his shit off, and then it was like a comedy gag. Like, that would be like, huh? Like, you'd be like, what?
Like Euphoria?
You're like,
are you sure?
Oh, the idol that happened? That's oh, no, it's...
the weekend? Oh,
that happened to the weekend? Oh, wait, what? Yeah,
I got calls.
That's all I got to say.
Okay, so now we're back to everyone's favorite character.
Rosalia.
Rosalia, who's literally never. This character means nothing to me. Like, not interesting, not good.
We can't introduce and develop a character literally last episode.
Well, who's also like depending on you enjoying Rosalia.
And somehow they didn't look. So this club is probably littered with cameras, including the office where they keep the money.
Yeah, I mean,
and
he's
Alamo
a shady
is
dude.
just finding out that she was there during the robbery. How the fuck did it even
Days later.
Why do they even include that in there? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, why do they pick up on that? That literally doesn't make any sense. Like, that's just like, why? Like, that's an easy oversight. That's something I could have corrected. I'm an idiot.
And
like,
also
that's
not
stupid.
interesting because he's like, you were there. It's like, duh, like, okay.
Yeah.
And then even afterwards, she's like,
there's like a million cameras in there. That's where they keep the money.
And then of course, I hate this character so much again because
earlier in the season, she's like arguing with them. She doesn't like them. She's very at odds with them.
Yeah.
And then now she's selling out Rue to them because she's threatening like her lifestyle. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, she has no reason to think that because Rue asked this girl who's crying, she's like, do you want to be here? Like, what?
Yeah, that was the crux of this ultimate betrayal. And also the fact that they both went through such a traumatic event at the hands of, the same people who are Rue's capturers, like who instilled a bunch of trauma onto Rue and now instilled a bunch of trauma onto, I don't know what.
Angel?
Sure, Angel. Like, I would think that would be a bonding and maybe coming together moment for those two characters, and I thought that's what was implied. And like seeing their boss, like, or one of their like managers or whatever, get shot in front of them. But I mean, apparently it just means like nothing. And Rue's trying to like frame her for having cocaine, which I don't even think would get you in trouble at the strip club.
Yeah, why? What? Well, hold on. Isn't she trying to like get the drugs into people's hands? Because don't you remember they gave her drugs, and then they kind of implied that she was supposed to give them those so that they could catch them with it.
Okay, I'll give them that one. Fine.
I don't
really remember, but
anyways,
I'll give them that one.
Anyways,
I don't know.
I hate this betrayal story so much because it's not good. And we have a way better betrayal story in season 2, and that is Cassie betraying Maddie. That is a way better story. And there's
that's what should
no
be.
Like life or death.
It should be this like subconscious, insidious takeover of Maddie into Cassie's and Nate's life. That should be what the drama of the season is. But I don't want to keep writing alternate realities because we could be here all day. So I'm not even going to get into it. Sorry.
So we get this horrid scene. Whatever. Don't care. I'm sorry if you guys like.
Legitimately don't even remember what happened. Okay. Yeah. Keep it moving. So Cassie, I'll show it on the screen. Maddie and
Rue.
Yes. We're having a parallel to the scenes of Rue being in the diner with Ali.
Yeah.
And now we're getting Maddie here, which is a little interesting at first, I think. I was like, okay, it's like an interesting way to
What does that text message look like, though? Like, hey, girl, how you been? Meet me at the diner.
Like, I don't think of them as being the bestest of best friends.
No, I would think they would know each other from, like they would be in a group chat together, but maybe not, like, I don't know.
But, I mean, to be fair, like, they're both probably pretty, like, lonely. So,
yeah,
like, they're not established as being very social. Right. So, I'll be okay with it. Anyways.
It happens.
So, it seems like Rue's trying to get advice from Maddie because, like, Maddie obviously makes way better decisions than Rue in terms of, like, not doing the dumbest things you ever heard in your life.
True.
And so it seems like she's trying to get advice, and then, of course, Alamo shows up. And then Alamo's talking with Bishop, and then he's basically escorting Rue out because they're going to do something with Rue, which we'll talk about.
For the umpteenth time,
we have to have this dramatic
Rue is getting threatened. Oh my god, by something that they don't even know that she did, or well, maybe they do. I don't really remember.
They have an idea. It doesn't make sense because she's like, Rue is out to get me. She's betraying me, and it's like, yeah, we should probably just kill her. It's like, okay, cool, great idea.
Okay, yes.
Great idea.
Yes. Okay, so. And the thing about it is...
No reason.
Right. And so, Maddie... Here, if you pause, that'd be great. Maddie is watching her being intimidated. Alamo comes up to their table at the diner. Maddie's watching all this go down. Obviously, to any normal person, she knows what Rue's job is. She knows what Rue's job is. To any normal person, this would be like, oh, this girl is in... my friend, not just this girl, my friend is in major danger right now. And it's even implied that she thinks that because she says when Rue is forcefully escorted away from the table, she says, I'll call you later. Or you need to call me or I'll call you later or some shit. And she even does it with her hands. She's that serious about
it. And then she continues to sit there with Alamo.
I'm just letting that silence sit in. This dumb bitch. Oh my god. Who I'm okay. Like, she is not. Maddie's a smart girl. Maddie's a smart girl. She's not this dumb. This irreparably dumb bitch gets tricked by Alamo Riz, which entails asking what milkshake she got. And that instantly erases all fears she had for her lifelong friend, Ruby Bennett, because she knows that these pimps are going to execute her. It is pretty obvious to anyone
that she's in
including
big
probably
trouble.
People that were sitting around the table. It
Seeing
was
a dude
that suspicious.
Outside staring in at the diner.
Unsubtle. And for some reason, the writers of this show, I'm being generous, the writers of this show thought it would be believable that obvious threat, to say the least, could be easily reconciled and forgotten due to the power of an old African-American man's riz that is completely implied and not even shown. And the thing is, if you think that this is crazy, I thought it was crazy too, and I thought she might be playing along with it. Well, you thought that. I knew that this was cooked, but you thought that maybe she's just playing along, which is a fair assumption, obviously, because that's how a real show would work. That's how real writing would work. But she was just playing along, so things didn't get suspicious. But actually, no. They actually, flash cut to them talking about their childhoods or something like that. Yeah. And now they are friends, and not just friends. They're business partners. Stop! Stop this now. Stop it now.
Literally, Maddie going to the strip club and picking which ones. It was so funny.
We gotta get to it
because she's literally like,
what do we even have in between
like,
that? There's so much left. Like, what the?
She's like, you might have some busted girls. I'll have to go see if they're actually attractive. Because he's like, basically, Cassie's not that
they
attractive.
Might be pretty chopped. And I'm like, Maddie, spoiler alert, they're in a strip club in the middle of like the Las Vegas desert. They are pretty chopped. Like,
and it's funny because
and desperate.
Sorry, I'm trying.
If they knew about OnlyFans, they would be doing it already.
And well, it's funny because she's like,
or if it was a viable option, they would be doing it already.
Because in the scene,
the modern world, everyone has an iPhone.
Oh,
give me a break. Sorry.
Because
we have this.
Oh, yeah.
So she gets the role.
Yeah, okay. Cassie gets the role.
Whatever.
I don't
give a shit.
We don't care. We need to finish this. Okay. Then Rue's getting buried alive. Dom. Next. Okay, so now.
We literally saw an episode where Rue like outran the cops, and she can't just
in front of her.
She can't find a way to like fucking juke the fuck out of these three bozos and like run like
out of the hole,
down the hill,
out of the hole.
Like there's a whole episode dedicated to her getting out of precarious situations in season 2 that evolve, or oh my god, no more words. I can't even think about any words anymore. That oh my god, and we have this scene, and it's like, I am not going to show it on the screen, but it's a scene where she's picking which ones would be the best for her OF, like
content managing.
Yeah, would go the farthest business wise. I want to put a heavy emphasis on the business wise, because obviously I would never ever go on camera and talk about, you know, how like women, like how women look.
So we're not going to.
But if we're talking about the money, Rosalie ain't making it. Okay. Unless it's for gay men to watch, which would be slay, but it would not be a viable business option. I'm sorry, it's too far in the episode. I gotta say, I have to let it be known.
No,
I'm sorry.
Don't. We don't need
no, but that is the truth, and that is a problem with the writing and the casting. And this other girl, yeah, she's gonna be mid too. I'm sorry, this other girl. That is like the most generic OnlyFans Tomodachi you could make.
Also, it's just like funny because it's like, why would Maddie want these girls? You know, like I'm like, if someone found out that like she was managing Cassie's character, you don't think she'd have like people who like were really serious like reaching out to her about it?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh no, I want these guys instead. Mm. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I want the one with the neck brace. Can I have the neck brace one? Like,
my point exactly. And if you're someone who's sitting there and being like, I think she's slay.
That's okay.
Take your identity into account, and then think about who uses OnlyFans and think about their identity. That girl, I'm saying business, money wise. Like that? You know what? We're done. Rue gets buried in a hole, and she's about to get her head popped like a gopher or whatever the fuck. So we
don't know what happens.
So we're done. This was a way too heavy and in-deep analysis on one of the most like scattered episodes and but that's probably why, because there's 100 detours. Like, it was very just all over the place.
Well,
focused on a bunch of different characters.
Let's remember, if you made it this far and you're wondering why did I watch this, we had a lot of people who asked. They were saying, you better make the next one. Here it is. Please go subscribe to our other channel, and if you feel like it, maybe check out the 322 membership called 322 Deluxe.
322 Deluxe. It's not on this channel, but
it's on the other channel. So go to this channel.
If everyone will subscribe, it will be here.
Yep.
And I'll be motivated.
We are gonna come back. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're gonna come back.
I know we were very dejected at the end, but I feel very passionate about this after this episode. Not because it got better.
Yeah, but honestly, I feel like we kind of unloaded the entire clip on this episode, and we still have 3 weeks to go.
Yeah, we are over the halfway point. The show's not getting better. This is the end, unless we have an episode where Jules wakes up from a coma, and then we could all be out of this. Or Cassie wakes up from a coma.
Yeah, or anyone wakes up from a coma.
And we could be like, oh, at least that wasn't canon, right? That'd make me feel a little bit better.
It would, but also I'd be like...
Maybe. At least I would be like,
yeah.
Well, at least they weren't being serious.
I'm so excited for there to be one good episode. You know what? I was actually having bad dreams about like there being one good episode, and I just come on here. I'm like, man,
it's so good.
I don't know what to say. Like,
it's great.
It's so bipolar. Like, I just here and there and here and there and here and there. I just don't even know what to say. All right, thank you guys.
I think we made our opinion very clear.
Yeah,
so
yeah. That I don't. Yeah.
This is like a 2
bye.
out of 10.
Yeah, bye. Okay, yeah.